over yourself.
Medical professionals.
It's not just medical professionals.
Are not.
It's not medical professionals.
At all.
It's everybody.
At all.
So yes, not only medical professionals, but coming from the real estate investing world, dealing with contractors, subcontractors, you're at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the talent pool and reliability quite frequently. And, having projects be late or labor not show up, that's something that we've been used to dealing with over the years of our investing journey. And so that is something that gives us a lot of confidence in our ability to maneuver and manage the situation with the employee position that we find ourselves in.
Hiring has been a nightmare, okay?
It has.
We call people apply, we call them, they don't answer the phone. The few people that answer the phone, we invite them to interview, they accept the interview. They don't show up. Let me show you how many people don't show up to the interview. Get down. This many people. And all we've had is maybe like 7 interview days, and at least 30, 40 people have not showed up. They accept the interview invite. They say, okay, we're coming. You email them the confirmation. They just don't arrive. They don't care. Primarily LPNs. Know what? LPNs do not care about you, your business, your job, nothing. They're not coming. It doesn't matter. So we had to shift our strategy from focusing on hiring LPNs to hiring CNAs. So a couple weeks ago, we went to the Empower Florida conference, which is a conference specifically for group home, foster home providers in Florida, essentially. But it was here in Orlando, so it was perfect. I was able to go, Allison was able to go, and Josh as well. So we were able to divide ourselves up because they have a bunch of different breakout sessions, some of them happening at the same time. So again, back to having a team of people with you, we were each able to go to all of the sessions in a set time slot because we could divide and conquer. By the time we went to this conference, we were still like maybe 30 days in, no employees, nobody showing up for interviews, and we're solely focused on LPN. So even though at the conference, some of the breakout sessions weren't very useful for us because the majority of providers there were behavior focused, and we're in this residential nursing niche where there are not a lot of other homes like that and not a lot of, I guess, systems or information set up for that model. There wasn't a lot that we could get from a lot of the breakouts, but of course, any opportunity that you have to network with people, meet new people, make some friends can always be valuable. So it was a 15-minute conversation in the hallway with maybe the one other residential nursing home provider at the conference that dropped the gem of just focus on hiring CNAs and med train them if you can't get LPNs. And that one tip, like that 15 minutes in a hallway, changed our entire business. We went from struggling with no employees to having 2 people working 24 hours, 7 days a week for 40 days to now we have a staff just because we got that tip to shift our focus and hire a different licensure. And that has been working for us. But our goal is eventually to have a total of 10 members on our staff. So we are far closer than we started. And there's a financial benefit. LPNs cost about $10 or $12 more per hour than a CNA or a home health aide. So that tip gave 2 gifts. It got us staff, and it also saved us costs, because initially all of our financial models were based on having a full staff of LPNs and CNAs, so like half and half. We would have had 5 LPNs and 5 CNAs, which made us, we wouldn't have been profitable until the 3rd patient in the house. Now with this shift to focus solely on CNAs, we're profitable at the first, well, we're not profitable, we're profitable at the 2nd patient. but the first patient allows us to mostly break even. It would have been much harder to keep the business afloat with just the savings that we had in the account if we had a full staff with LPNs. But now with just CNAs, our one patient can cover everybody's salary, and that gives us breathing room, right? We don't have to be desperate and rush to fill the beds with just anybody because we're trying to make money. We can take our time and be selective about the patients that we allow in this home, as well as be selective about the additional staff that we add. So it gave gifts all around. Now that doesn't mean we won't ever hire LPNs, although I'm okay with that. But we might someday, and most likely that'll be homegrown, because at least 50% of the CNAs that are with us right now are currently in school to become an LPN or to become an RN. So we went from just trying to hire somebody that already had the license to being able to hire people in progress, and just they grow with us as we grow as a business. And the goal would be to be able to provide the advancement opportunities for them here as we expand responsibilities in the roles, as we expand to new home sites or the agency with out-of-home care. So if you walk in this house one day and you have the staff sitting at the table with their school books out, great, like study. I want you to become an LPN. I want you to become an RN, and then we figure out how to, advance your experience and advance the business in tandem. CNAs are respectable medical professionals. They want jobs. They answer the phone, and let's say 60% of them show up. And some of them even accepted the job offers and showed up for work. Except for this This one, she didn't. She took the job offer. She filled out all the paperwork. She did not show up on her start date. So of the employees that we made offers to, let's say 2 people didn't accept their offer and 1 accepted offer never reported for their first day of work. But it took us, 37 days
just to start hiring.
To get some employees, and so far we've been able to hire 4 CNAs, and that has been like a godsend. It's this one special CNA. Her name's Daisy.
She's special on levels. Like she can't never leave. And I had warned her about you.
Oh, well.
Because Antoinette, she clingy. She be getting them claws in. She clingy.
So, of the people that we hire, we think we have a really good team. The personalities are nice and melding. Hit or miss here and there, but for the most part, they match the vibe of the house. And we are all focused on long-term growth of the business with individuals. The biggest thing that we want to foster here is that you can be an individual, have outside interests, have plans to expand or do other things in the future. And the hope is that we can help you do that. So if you come here and you decide that you like this, and hey, maybe I want to open a house or do this myself one day, we want to be able to prepare you to step out of here and go open your own home if that's what you want to do, or to start a training business with our certified APD trainer here. She's now licensed with APD to provide medication administration trainings, and now that's a business that she can do that's entirely hers. So the goal is for us to run this business and this do well, but also each individual should be improving on a professional or personal level too. At least that's what I would like. But if they show up, they missed out.
How much money did you spend on a monthly?
Oh, let's see. Recruiting costs. So I use Indeed, and on Indeed, for every applicant that comes in, they cost about $40. So it's like $40 per person that comes through. So just money down the drain when they don't show up. It's one thing if I pay $40 for you to come and I don't like you and choose not to move forward with you. It's another thing if you play with my life and go through all these steps, and now I'm just paying for a ghost that never intended to ever show up for an interview or take a job. So, about $1,000 a month. And of that $1,000 a month, maybe 80 of them dollars turned into an actual staff member. So we both do the interviews together, and if Eva is here, she'll do them. So what I am looking for, I'm paying attention to whether or not they show up on time, how they communicate, can they communicate clearly, can they understand the question they're being given and answer it as it was asked, and just overall like personality, demeanor. I'm looking at soft skills. What do you look for in the candidates? Like,
I zoned out. No, I want them to be able to speak confidently about what they do. You know, when I ask them, okay, walk me through your patient care, I want them to be able to roll it off their tongue like it's something that this is what they do, that they know what they're doing. And even if they're not so experienced that they can just roll it off, at least they know the steps. They know what they're supposed to be doing. They know the proper protocols. Because that's my biggest thing is patient safety. That's like the number one goal for me is patient safety. So I don't want anybody that's going to be lackadaisical or not really care or burnt out, so they're not really going to be paying attention. You know, I want somebody that's really going to be, and like our patient, he's very social. So I want somebody that's going to talk to him and give him a little bit of like that social interaction component, and not just, you know, just go in, change his diaper. You know, I want people to actually care enough about the patient to take those extra steps to keep them safe.
So the people that were hired, they displayed those qualities. And then also, can they survive the crazy? Because there's, you know. So yeah, that's what we look for. Thank you so much for handing this to me.